Welcome to the Retreat Leaders Podcast, your sanctuary with retreat experts, where we spill the tea on retreat success. Here we dive into crafting transformational guest experiences, talk about how to avoid pitfalls, and unlock marketing secrets. Whether you're a seasoned guru or a budding enthusiast, we've got the inside scoop for you. Join us as we learn how to flourish in this magical world of retreats. Hey guys, welcome to the Retreat Leaders Podcast. It's Shannon. I'm going to talk about something today that will probably irritate some. It will definitely irritate some, but it has to be said. We're going to talk about what the biggest block in our retreat business is, and it's not what you would think. It's not the economy. It's not the state of the world. The biggest block in your retreat business will sting a little bit, but it's necessary to hear, and that is you. Yes, it is. We are our own biggest blocks. We are. I hear it all the time from retreat leaders. People just aren't spending right now, or the economy is making it hard to sell, or the world is just broken and so many bad things are happening, and no one wants to buy a retreat because of it. By the way, I'm not saying any of these things are not true. I'm not saying the economy couldn't be having issues or that there's not bad things going on in the world. I'm not saying that, but that's not why people are not booking. Another thing I hear is maybe if I lower my prices, more people will sign up. And you know how I feel about that. You know how I feel about discounting our prices. We don't discount prices. It discounts the value you are offering. But I do get it. When you're not filling a retreat, when it's not happening as quickly as you'd like, the easiest thing to do is blame external circumstances. But listen, please listen. It's not the economy, it's not the world, and it's definitely not your price. Because here's the thing, people will pay for what they value. I want you to think about this for a second. Some people will happily drop $500 on a new handbag. They'll drop $5,000 on a getaway weekend, and they will drop $15,000 on a luxury retreat without blinking an eye. And at the same time, there are people who will think $500 is way too much for a retreat that could completely transform their life. What's the difference? The perceived value. That's the difference. It's not that your retreat is too expensive. It's that the right people don't yet see the value in what you're offering. That, my friend, is what you can control. We cannot control what's happening in the economy. We definitely cannot control what's happening in the world. You can control the perceived value of your retreat. Here's something else I want to say, and listen closely, really closely. Stop apologizing for your price. Stop apologizing for your prices. If you don't fully believe in the value of your retreat, neither will your audience. If you hesitate, if you think you should discount, if you think it's too much, your potential guests will hesitate too. I see this happening all the time. I see this mistake. Underpricing the retreat because they assume people can't afford it. Hey, it's Shannon here. I'm just popping in really quickly to ask a big favor. Would you pause the show and go review it for us? Please. Reviews really help us to be able to get more guests and more experts on the show to help you transform your retreats. So if you wouldn't mind pausing and leaving us a review, that would mean everything. And if you're not already subscribed, do that too. Offering too many discounts and promotions, which devalues the experience. If you know me at all, you know that I don't discount prices. I have my standard first responders, military teachers, nonprofit discounting, yes. But I never do early bird discounts. I never do fire sales. I never do any of that because I will not discount the value of the offering, the value of the transformation, the value of the price. Give early bird bonuses. Give a fire sale bonus. Extra, add-on, whatever. Don't devalue your retreat. Another thing I hear is people feeling guilty about charging what their time, expertise, and effort is actually worth. Ooh, y'all, this gets me fired up. There are a lot of people in this space, in this retreat space, that talk about how this should be free or accessible. First of all, if it's free, there's no such thing as free. Everybody's donating. The venue's donating, the food's being donated, the chef is being donated, the experience is being donated. I don't think so. There's no free. Accessible? That depends on the person. $15,000 is accessible for many. $1,000 is accessible for others. What's accessible? But here's what you do. You charge what you feel the value is, what you feel the value is, what's worth your time, what's your profit, what feels good to you. You make as much profit as possible, and then you put it back into the economy. You hire more people. You offer scholarships. You can do great fucking things with this profit. You do not discount this. It hurts not just you, but your guests and the entire industry. Don't discount your value, all right? Because here is the deal. You're not just selling accommodations. You're not just selling yoga sessions. You're not just selling meals or workshops. You are selling transformation. Can you feel the passion that I have for this? You're selling a retreat promise. You're creating an experience that could change someone's life, and that has immense value. That has immense value. So instead of doing all this other bullshit, here's what you do instead. If you're stuck in this whole mindset that it's the economy, it's the world, it's whatever is happening in the universe, I'm going to give you some things to do instead. I do want to mention this. There are some terrible things happening in the world. Absolutely. There's always going to be terrible things happening in the world. Sometimes it's louder than other times, but that's always going to be a reality. This podcast, my words, my intent is not to minimize these horrific things that can happen and are happening in the world. That's not what I'm doing. They're real, okay? But us staying in that space and focusing on that and using it as an excuse to play small and to be little is not okay, because they're always going to be there. Sometimes worse than others, yes, but it's always going to be there. And there's still going to be people, despite whatever's going on in the world, there's still going to be people who need your retreat, who will find a way to afford it. We're not talking about a fake Gucci bag that's going to fall apart. We're talking about a life-changing experience. Okay? If you believe that, if you believe your retreat is a life-changing experience, you own that shit. Which goes into my very first point. Own your worth. This is probably where people struggle the most. You're not just an event planner. You are a leader. You are a guide. You are a creator of life-changing experiences. Hear that. Own that. Stop shrinking yourself. Hey, retreat leaders, pause that retreat planning for just a second because I've got something you do not want to miss. I'm headed to London this October to host a live event that's all about teaching you how to host a retreat that's not just transformational, but actually profitable. Imagine sipping tea or champagne with other like-minded leaders while mapping out your next sold-out retreat. It's happening at the gorgeous Waldorf Hilton in London. I'm spilling all the secrets from pricing to planning, marketing to mindset, and you'll walk away with a strategy you can actually use. No fluff, no BS, just results. So head to retreatmastermindtraining.com and come join me across the pond. If you are hosting retreats or thinking about hosting retreats, it's because you've done this work in some other capacity, whether it's coaching, whether it's one-on-one workshops, whatever it is, you've already done this work that you plan to do at your retreat or that you're doing at your retreat, and you know what it does. You know how it can change lives. You know this. Stand in that. Own that. Own the value, the transformation, the promise that you are offering. You've got to own your own worth. Next thing, sell the transformation, not the features. I have said this time and time again. If you're in my membership program, you know that I harp on this. You are not selling the things, right? People don't book retreats because of the things, because of the beautiful venue, the organic meals, the yoga, the workshops. They don't book because of those things. They book because of how they want to feel. They book because of the transformation you are offering. They want to feel more peaceful and less stressed. They want to feel more confident and less afraid. They want to be and feel more connected. You focus on that. You focus on what they want to feel, not the things. An example, just in the marketing verbiage, what this looks like. Instead of saying, join us for 3 nights at a beachfront villa with yoga and meditation. Instead of saying that, try, step away from the stress of daily life and immerse yourself in a space designed to recharge your soul, connect with yourself, and gain clarity on what truly matters. Do you see the difference? One is focusing on the things, the other is focusing on how you want to feel. Of course, you're going to list the damn things. You're going to list where it's at and what they're going to do, but you are selling the transformation, not the things. Truth be told, nowadays, anybody can go book a beachfront villa, add on a yoga session, and get some organic meal. Like you could piecemeal it together and do it yourself online. That's not what you're selling. You are selling you and the transformation, the retreat promise. Focus on that. Own it. All right, next thing you do, market to the right audience. Y'all know my saying, if you're marketing to everyone, you're marketing to no one. Not everyone is your ideal client. That's okay. I'm not for everyone. That's okay. If you are trying to market to everyone, you'll end up attracting no one. Period. You have to get super crystal clear on who your dream retreat guest is and speak directly to them. You want to ask yourself, what are they struggling with? What's the pain point? What are they searching for? How does your retreat solve that problem? Market directly to your ideal guest. Your retreat shouldn't be for everyone. If you're hosting a retreat that's for everyone, that's not a retreat, y'all. That's a getaway. Nothing wrong with getaways. That's not a retreat. Your marketing, your copy, your posts, your content, your videos, everything should make it seem like you're talking directly to their soul, to your retreat guest's soul. Super clear, super specific. Market to the right audience. Another thing, stop blaming the economy and the world. I've already talked about this. Stop doing it. I've run retreats through economic downturns, recessions, and all kinds of unpredictable seasons. And guess what? People still booked. Because when people truly want something, need something, they'll find a way to afford it. They'll find a way to make it happen. Your job is not to price your retreat for people who are looking for the cheapest option. And if it is, then I'm not the person for you anyway. You probably shouldn't be listening to this podcast. Your job is to clearly communicate why your retreat is a must-have investment in their well-being. Stop paying attention to what the world is doing. Focus on the good work that you are doing and how your good work, your retreat, your transformation, your promise will make a difference in somebody's lives. Focus on that. All right. One more thing that you can do is show up with confidence. Confidence is contagious. Can you feel the confidence that I feel in this message? I hope so, because I am passionately confident, right? If you show up boldly, unapologetically, and with belief in what you are offering, your audience will believe in it too. I promise you this. You own it. You are so confident and passionate about it. Your audience will feel that. They will feel that, and they'll believe you, and they'll believe in you. Next time you talk about your retreat, say the price with zero hesitation. Instead of thinking, I hope they can afford it, or should I discount this? Shift that mindset to, this retreat is an incredible investment, and I know the right people will find it. Shift that mindset. Because here's the thing, y'all. Final thoughts. You are not the discount rack. If you take away one thing from this, let it be. The success of your retreat isn't about the economy, the world, or your price. It's about the belief in what you're offering and your ability to communicate that to the right people. I want to say this again. The success of your retreat is about your belief in what you're offering and your ability to communicate that to the right people. Stop playing small. Stop. Stop apologizing for your prices. Stop blaming external factors. And start standing confidently in the value of what you bring to the table. It's beautiful. It's big. It's transformative. Because when you believe in the worth of your retreat, so will your guests. Now let's get out there and create these incredible experiences. Own our worth. Believe in them. Stand confidently in them. Target the right people. And let's fill the fuck out of these retreats.
Thanks for listening to the Retreat Leaders Podcast. Learn more at www.theretreatranch.com. See you next time.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Make another smart choice with AutoQuote Explorer to compare rates from multiple car insurance companies all at once. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Marketing is hard. But I'll tell you a little secret. It doesn't have to be. Let me point something out. You're listening to a podcast right now, and it's great. You love the host. You seek it out and download it. You listen to it while driving, working out, cooking, even going to the bathroom. Podcasts are a pretty close companion. And this is a podcast ad. Did I get your attention? You can reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Libsyn Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a pre-produced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience in their favorite podcasts with Libsyn Ads. Go to libsynads.com, that's LIBSYN, ads.com today.